Hi guys, I'm Chris from Pinetop Jackson, coming to you once again from the Pacific Northwest region of the United States. Today I have a story that comes from the UK. I met a guy online named Steve who has an Aria Pro II PE-110. It's a bolt-on Les Paul style guitar, and he did a lot of work to fix it up. He shared the photos with us, so let's check it out. Here's Steve's PE-110, but now it didn't look like this when he got it. Steve put a lot of work in refurbishing this guitar. But before we get into that, let's do a bit of guitarchaeology and determine to the best of our ability when this guitar was made. A quick glance at the neck plate tells us right away it was made by Matsumoku. These words, steel adjustable neck and made in Japan, indicate Matsumoku, a company that made tons of guitars from the 1960s to the 80s. Let's look at this 6-digit serial number, 048455. Now, conventional wisdom would tell us that the first digit indicates the year. Aria guitars were labeled Aria Pro II from 1975 onward. It looks like production shifted away from Matsumoto in Japan to Korea in 1988. So if that 0 indicates year, it could only mean 1980. However, the PE-110 was not produced that late. It can only be found in the Aria catalogs from 1976 and 77. But in these catalog images, look at the headstock logo. It has the script Aria on top with Pro 2 in block letters down the middle, whereas Steve's PE-110 has Aria Pro 2 all in script across the top. One serial number format that was suggested as likely is MMYXXX, which would date this guitar from April of 1978. But it's unusual to see that format on a bolt-on guitar. Collectors who have archived serial numbers point out that most of these 6-digit numbers from the early to late 1970s begin with a 0, and that no sequencing pattern using dates is apparent. Remember that these numbers were not intended to nail down the date the guitar was made. They were used to aid in the manufacturing process. Since the latest appearance of the PE-110 was in the 1977 catalog, but with a different headstock logo, I don't think it's too far-fetched to believe that the serial number follows the MMYXXX pattern that has been seen before, indicating this guitar was made in early 1978 and just not included in the 78 catalog. It's the most educated guess that I can make with all the resources at my disposal, and I welcome and encourage comments from anyone out there who has owned or researched one of these guitars. Now let's take a look at Steve's Aria Pro II PE-110 while we listen to some smooth jazz from Seattle's Mr. Ito.